Good morning, students. Let us start a new topic, that is conversion of units. Earlier we have learned the conversion of units, that is like 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter, 1 centimeter equals to 10 millimeters, or 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meters. So this type of conversion we learned. Now we will learn the conversions in areas. What does it mean? Now just understand, I have make some graph kind of thing, that is basically, suppose I am zooming 1 centimeter. If you have seen in your graph paper, that is one box, 1 centimeter box, that is further divided into this kind of box, small boxes. So suppose this till here it is 1 centimeter, and 1 centimeter equals to 10 millimeters. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this 1 centimeter side is divided into 10 millimeters. Okay, now you can see I have constructed a complete square of side 1 centimeter, and inside that there are smaller square of 1 millimeter size. How many total squares are there of this? So this kind of squares total are 100 smaller squares. So that's why if we talk about area, square always means we are talking about area. 1 centimeter square will be equal to how many squares of millimeter? So there are 100 squares of millimeter. We can write 100 square millimeter, or what we can write? 100 millimeter square. So this is the reason 1 centimeter square is equals to 100 millimeter square. But 1 centimeter equal to 10 millimeters. So basically what we are doing here, 1 centimeter equals to 10 millimeter, and 1 centimeter square means we are just squaring it. We are making a square of side this. So if we want to find the area of this side, so we need to multiply side into side. So side is 10 millimeter, and 10 millimeter if we multiply, then what will be the result? That is 100 millimeter square. So whenever you want to change the unit in area, so in this manner you need to change. So now let us discuss this type of units. Some of them are here. Now we discuss 1 centimeter square equal to 100 millimeter square. Reason we just discussed. 1 centimeter equals to 10 millimeter, and 1 centimeter square will be, means this area will include 10 millimeter into 10 millimeters, that is 100 millimeter square. And similarly, 1 meter square is having how much centimeters? 100 centimeters. Now for area of side 1 meter square, how many centimeters will be there? So 1 meter square will be 100 centimeter multiplied by 100 centimeter, that comes out to be 10,000 centimeters square. So that's why 1 meter square equal to 10,000 centimeter squares. Now one more, that is 1 kilometer square is having how many squares of meters? We need to tell. So again we will multiply like this, because 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So that will be multiplied by 1000 meter again, and the result is 10 lakh meter square. So this thing you need to keep it in mind. Now one more new thing is here, that is 1 hectare. The name given 1 hectare is given to an area only. Why square is not here? Because it is the name of the area only. Which area? It is an area which is having the side 100 meters. Suppose this is 100 meters square and this is 100 meter. So now this complete area of side 100 meter is known as hectare. The name is given to that. So basically 1 hectare is equals to 10,000 meters square. Okay, so just remember, we are going to apply these kind of things in solving our problem, solving our questions further. Now students, let us do some try these based on the conversion of units, that is on page number 225 of your book. The first try is we need to convert 50 centimeter square in millimeter square. As we have discussed that 1 centimeter square is equals to how many millimeter squares? 100 millimeter squares. Fine. So 50 centimeter squares will be equal to, we have to multiply it by 50. Now how many? They comes out to be 5000 millimeter square. So in this way you can convert. There are total 4 parts. One more I am telling you. The third and fourth part you have to do as homework. So 2 hectare in millimeter we need to convert. As we remember, 1 hectare is equal to what? Is 10,000 meter square. Okay. Now then 2 hectare will be equal to, just multiply it by 2. It will be 20,000 meter square. 2 hectares is equals to 20,000 meter square. And third and fourth part is your homework. Now students, let us start doing the examples. First of all, example number 20, that is on page number 225. In this example, there is a rectangular park given. Suppose the rectangle which I have made ABCD is a rectangular park, and the length and breadth of this rectangular park is given to us. The length is 45 meter and the breadth is 30 meters. Now there is a path constructed outside this rectangular park. Okay, this is path which is constructed outside the park of width 2.5 meter, means this width of the path is 2.5 meter, and the same width towards the breadth side also, that is 2.5 meter. And we need to calculate the area of the path. Now how we can calculate the area of the path? If we subtract from this outer rectangle, you can see PQRS, and we subtract this inner circle from the outer circle, means if we subtract ABCD, area of ABCD from the area of PQRS, then we can get the area of the path. So for this, let us calculate the things. Let me tell you, let ABCD represent a rectangular park and the shaded region represents the path, which is 2.5 meter wide. Now to calculate the area of the outer rectangle, we should have the sides, means the length and the breadth. These we should have. So PQ is not given directly, okay, but we have the inner length, the length of the inner rectangle, that is 45 meter, and you know the width is given. The width, if we add the width 2 times, one this time and one from this side, then we can get the length of the outer rectangle. So how many times we have to add 2.5 in this 45? 2 times, so that we can get the length of PQ. So PQ is 45 meter plus 2.5 meter plus 2.5 meter. So 50 meter will become the length of the PQ. Now similarly for PS, to find the value of PS, you can see this is 2.5 width, this is also 2.5. Means again 2 times 2.5 we will add in 30. So 30 meter plus 2.5 meter plus 2.5 meter. So that is 35 meter will be the length of PS, basically the breadth of outer rectangle. Now we can calculate, now we have all the measurements of inner and outer rectangle. Now easily we can calculate both rectangles areas. So area of rectangle ABCD, you know the formula, length into breadth. So length here given is 45 meter and the breadth given is 30 meter. Now after calculation, that is of the area, that is 1350 meter square will be the area for ABCD. Now area of rectangle PQRS, for that again length into breadth. So length we have calculated 50, breadth 35. Now what will be the answer? That is 1750 meter square will become the area of outer rectangle, that is PQRS. Now area of path we need to calculate. So how? Area of rectangle PQRS minus area of rectangle ABCD, if we do, then we can calculate the area of path. So area of rectangle PQRS we have just calculated 1750 meters square minus 1350 meters square, which is the area of rectangle ABCD. Okay, now after calculating, after subtracting this, we can get the result as 400 meters square, which is the area of the path. Now students, example number 21 of your book, that is on page number 225. In this example, there is a square park given. Suppose ABCD is the square park with the side 100 is given. Okay, 100 meters. And a path is constructed inside the square park. So while doing the questions and reading the statements, we should always take care that whenever these type of questions come, the path are outside or inside. Okay, so we need to take care for that. In this case, the path is made inside the square park and the path is 5 meter wide. Okay, from this side also 5 meter and 5 meter. Total width everywhere, all the sides, that is 5 meter given. So let us take ABCD as the square path and the shaded region represents the path, which is 5 meter wide. So we need to find the area of the path. It is asked in the question. And second thing is we need to do the cementing of the path. And the cost of cementing 10 meters square is given to us. And we need to calculate for how much expense will be there and how much cost is there to cementing the complete path. Okay, so let us start. Now first of all, to calculate the area of the path, we should know the PQ, the side PQ. Means if we have both the areas of both the squares, then we can get only the area of the path after subtracting the inner square from the outer square. So for that we should have the measurement of this side PQ. So how we can calculate PQ? To calculate PQ from AB, if we just subtract the width of the path, that is 5 meter this side, 5 meter this side also, then we can get this PQ. So from 100 we are subtracting 5 2 times from both the sides, so we can get 90 meter as the measurement of the side PQ. Now we can calculate the areas. So area of square ABCD is side square, always means side multiplied by side, that is 100 multiplied by 100 meter square, so that is 10,000 meter square. Okay, now area of square PQRS is 90 multiplied by 90, side into side, so that is 8100 meter square will be the area of PQRS. Now to calculate area of path, we can subtract this area from this. And from 10,000 I am subtracting 8100. So the remaining will be the area of the path, that is 1900 meter square or 1900 meter square. Now we have the area of the path. Now we can calculate the cost of cementing. So cost of cementing which is given to us is for 10 meters square. For 1 meter square it is not given. For 10 meters square it is given. So we are just applying the unitary method. Cost of cementing 1 meter square is 250 divided by 10. Fine. So if we solve, 25 rupees will come for the cost of 1 meter square. Now we can calculate easily for the cementing of 1900 meter square area. So that is rupees 25 multiplied by 1900. Okay. So what the result will get? That is 47,500 rupees is the cost for cementing the area of the path. Now students, example number 22 on page number 226. It's a different kind of example. Understand it. What is given? There is a rectangular park is given, having the length 70 meter, breadth 45 meter, and two crossroads, or you can say cross paths or crossroads are going just between this rectangular park, whose width is given to us as 5 meter. Both, okay, the horizontal or the vertical, both you can see is having the width 5 meter. We need to calculate the area of the path, one thing. Second thing, we need to calculate the cost of constructing the roads. We need to construct these roads. So area we need to calculate first, and then the cost of constructing the roads if the rate per meter square is already given to us. Okay. So one thing we need to take care in this is, while calculating the area of this path, what we need to calculate is, this is the shaded portion. Okay. One is rectangle PQRS. This area we need to calculate. And the second rectangle EFGH. This area we need to calculate. So while calculating these both areas, you just observe that when you calculate this area one time, second time you calculate this, then this smaller square KLMN is coming 2 times, but we have to take it only one time. So what we should do to calculate exact area? We just add both the areas, area of rectangle PQRS, area of rectangle EFGH, we add them and we subtract the area of the square KLM and one time, okay, because it has come 2 times. So one time we need to subtract. So this is the important thing which we need to take care in this question. So area of crossroads equals to area of shaded portion. So let us find out what we require to calculate the area of shaded portion or to calculate the area of both the rectangles. First of all, we should have the length of PQ. So PQ is just this width which is given 5 meter. So the PQ is 5 meter. And what is PS? PS we need. So PS is just equal to the breadth of this complete rectangular part, which is given 45 meter. So we can write here 45 meter. Now EH you can see is again the width of the crossroad which is given to us, that is 5 meter. What is EF? EF is again, here it is equal to the length of the rectangular part, and length given to us is 70 meter. So 70 meter. Now as we are going to subtract the square, so we should know the side of the square. So KL is what? KL is here equal to the width of the crossroad given, that is 5 meter. And as it is a square, why it is square, that we are looking. KN is again the width of the crossroad, that is 5 meter. That's why KLMN is a square. So one side we require to calculate its area. Now time to calculate area of path. Again I am telling to calculate area of path, area of rectangle PQRS, area of rectangle EFGH, to add them. Then subtract area of square KLMN because it comes 2 times, one in one, while calculating area of rectangle PQRS and one area of rectangle EFGH. 2 times it has come, so we are subtracting it once. Now area of rectangle PQRS is, we are just doing the length plus breadth, PS multiplied by PQ. So PS we have written here 45. Now we are just putting the values, okay, plus EF into EH. EF and EH we have written here 70 into 5 minus KL into KN you can write, or KL into KL also, because this is a square. So 5 into 5. Fine. Now just the calculation is left to calculate the area of path, that is 225 plus 350 minus 25, that is in meter square. I am writing meter square here as well. Okay, this is the unit of this area. So after calculating here, 550 meter square is the area which we get of the crossroads. Now cost of constructing the path, 1 meter square. The price is given rupees 105. Okay. Now cost of constructing the 550, because the complete path area is 550 meters square. So to construct that, how much cost we should pay? So 105 multiplied by 550 meters square. So we need to pay 57,750 to construct these cross roads. I hope you understood this example, and you have to do the questions related to these examples.